Hey everybody, what's going on? AC from AC Toy Design. Thank you for tuning into the channel, the page, the account, wherever you're looking at this from. I've got a review / share from BLOKEES. They sent me out this Moon Knight model kit, which is pretty awesome. Apologies to BLOKEES and my friends there. I had some technical difficulties and that's why this is delayed, but I wanted to come and share this with you anyway. So let's get into it. It's a Moon Knight 6-inch scale model kit snapped together. I've been putting these BLOKEES kits together for a couple years now. I really enjoy them. This is the first one that I've had from of a Marvel character of a 6-inch figure. I'm used to the little 4-inch, 3.5-inch Transformers ones. This is from the, what do you call it, Marvel Rivals. And let's look at the box. That'll give you a little bit more information as to what we're looking at. This is from the Marvel Rivals video game, I believe. This is the champion class from BLOKEES. And as you can see on the box, everything comes on sprues. It's a snap-together model, snap fit. Lots of pieces, lots of parts, but it does have the articulation of your standard like Marvel Legends figures. Even though it's not a figure, it's a model kit. 104 pieces. Let's see, what else? Really cool box. I've never played Marvel Rivals, but a lot of people like it. He comes with a cloth cape, which we'll look at in just a second, and a lot of different looks that you can get from this guy, and a bunch of accessories. So that's the box. It's a box. It's got some really cool art there. I wish I knew who the artist was. That would be cool to put the artist there, give them credit. I like that idea. Let's put the box over here and let's look at the figure. So like I said, he is a 6-inch scale. He's got his cloth cape. It's wired. So I've got it in a interesting hero pose wad, I guess you could say. I like the design of it. I like the look of the cape on the figure. I'm not a cloth goods kind of guy. But I will say, and as much as I do like it on the figure, I like the look of the figure without it, even though it's not really traditional Moon Knight, and I'll show you how that looks in just a second. So I wanted to get into his design. He's very armored up. He's very jagged and sharp. He's got a really cool face sculpt design and a very nice heroic body mold. He's very beefy in the right places and lanky in others. His legs, he stands pretty well. My base is on an angle, so that's why he's wobbling around a little bit, but he stands really well, and he's got, you know, the standard, this articulation hinge swivel in the ankle, so you can get all kinds of, he'll stand on any shelf. It's great. As far as the articulation goes, double hinge elbows, knees, shoulders with a butterfly, and his head is on 2 ball joints, which is really cool. And his wrists are also swivel hinge. His waist, his hips, same thing. You got the round. You know, this guy will bend. He'll do everything. You got the ball joints. He's got a swivel ball joint at the bottom of his waist, also in the chest. He's got that. So this guy has articulation for days. If you like articulation, you will like this kit. So I wanted to take this cape off because, like I said, I like a sort of more of a streamlined look, even though Moon Knight is traditionally wearing a cape. I like him, and I'll show you these. So the entire figure is ABS plastic, hard plastic, right? Click, click. Except for this cape piece that's on here. This is made out of soft, pliable PVC, as is his, so like you can see it stretches, as is his hood. So I'm going to take that piece off. The cape comes right off of these little posts that you can see there. And let's look at the cape really quick. The cape is, I don't know what kind of material, it's not vinyl. I don't know what you call this stuff. It's flimsy, and it's not, you know, excellent quality. However, I know it is the similar quality to what a lot of companies use. It's kind of why I'm not a fan of cloth capes. Also, they kind of get in the way. They're bulky. They get in the way, whatever. But as far as display purposes, There's a dog hair. Let's get that off. You know, it gets the job done. You put him on your shelf with the cape, it looks really nice. So we're going to set that aside, and I'm going to show you, let's set it aside, and I'm going to show you his look that I like the best. And this PVC cape bit pops right on. It gives him that, like, his trapezius is huge, you know, with that bit on. He's like, he's ready to go. He's ready to just brawl out in the street, right? And especially when you give him some of these accessories that he comes with. He comes with an ankh, which I know is his symbol, right? I don't know what he's going to do with it, but that's more of like he's not going to hold it. I don't think he's got several sets of hands. He can't really grasp it in his hand, so you could just kind of like maybe he runs into battle, sets it down on the ground, and then, you know, has it for display. I don't know. You can put that anywhere. He comes with 2 batons, or I don't know what you call these things, and they can go into his fist hands, and he can beat people up that way. Okay. So he's like, look at him shake. That's really cool. It's like he's like, gotta do it. There he is. And you know, you can pose these up. He can scratch his head with it, and then he can do all kinds of like he's about to, boom, he's about to kick to your face. You can get really awesome poses out of this guy, and I took a bunch of pictures that I don't know if I'll be able to, I'm editing all this stuff on my phone. I don't know how much I'll be able to do because my computer just 100% died. Let's get into some other hands though. These just pop off, right? So they've got, and then there's a post that you're left with. Looks like his hand got ground down to the bone. Let's get rid of these hands and let's give him some, let's do the grabber hands. We'll save the best ones for last, which are not these. So here he's got these, you know, open hand, grabber hands. And he can just, I'm just like a pose guy, you know, like a hero pose guy. So I like giving him, I'll come in here with a better shot really quick. You know, he's just like ready to go. He's like angry. He's got those open hands. He's like, let's do this. Let's get it done. And you can, you know, he can like reach for the moon, and he's like, why can't I get any moonbeams anymore? Well, because data centers are making too much pollution. I don't know. Let's see. Then we can get those hands out of there, and we can go with these really great moon sickles. What do you call these? Moonerangs. Is that what we're calling them? Moonerangs? Look at these. Look at that. And those are stuck in his hand, so they are molded into the fist. But it doesn't matter because you got those other fists that we saw. Now these guys, he's just, you're done. You know, like if he comes at you, you come at him while he's holding these, you're done. And I like getting him up like that. And again, he's going to kick to your face, but he's got the moon sickles, right? Really cool poses that you can get. Look at that, he's about to go. He's like, bam, and then slice, or he chucks one. Those are great. Now, let's look at the head. And these joints are really tight. I like this too, watch this. So his hip can fall down, which will give you even more drop hips, is that what they're called? Give you more articulation and posing and stuff. Just a really cool hero guy. And also I'm remembering all these things as I'm playing with him. He's got these shoulder pads that are articulated, so they can move out of the way when you boom, you fold it out, and then you can bring his arm up even more. He doesn't have a ton of range in his shoulder, but at least you can move those out of the way to get the range that is offered. Now remember, all these pieces, when you snap them together, they are snapped on. So don't be afraid if one pops off, which I haven't had that happen yet in posing it, with the exception of a couple pieces from his belt. When I might have brought his leg up too high or something. I did something. Oh, I think my finger just hit like, because it's not flush, this piece, which is a design. It's intentionally like that. But I think it just like, my hand hit it and popped off. It just pops back on. They're all really good. They have really good, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a science word. Friction. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. They're friction snap fit pieces. So, you know, if you move a joint into a position that's too far into where it wants to go, you might get a piece that kind of like pulls away. I'm trying to pull these away, and they're on there pretty tight. Maybe this piece here on his tricep / bicep, maybe even a shoulder pad, but they all just pop back on, and you just, you know, learn his articulation limits. Speaking of, look at that. What the heck? I mean, and that's not like, he's not wobbly, like that's tight, but that's how much articulation you can get out of that. It's pretty cool. I don't know why you'd want to pose him like that, but you could. Wait, let's do this. You could do it, you know. So anyway, I wanted to show you the head. So this hat comes off, right? Or let's just take the whole head. And it comes with, there's a couple extra pieces in the kit that you will be like, oh, what are these? I missed a piece. There's 4 pieces, I think, that are not needed. And they all look like little armor bits, black armor bits or charcoal armor bits. So don't be alarmed. It says in the instructions that they're extra. But then there's also a couple pegs. So I put 1 peg into each head. You can see, so that they can be switched out. And this one is switched out. This is a hatless head, and it's intentionally designed that way. It's a little bit small, but that's the nature of this hero design. I think if we took all the armor off, I mean, he is bulky because he's a superhero, he's got the muscles, but if you took all the armor off and you took, you know, like that off, you can see how the head is kind of to scale to the body. Take this armor off and whatever. But we're not going to do that because that's not how we want to display him. And this piece here it's snap fit on there, that hood piece, and it's not going anywhere. And I really like how it fits because the posts here are wide at the top. They flare out like mushrooms, so they're like mushroom tips, just the tips. And like, you know, that's on there for good. I mean, until you want to take it off. So that's one look you could do. It's a little bit like, I don't know, what movie is that? Will Smith Alien Encounters or whatever it's called. Independence Day. It's a little bit like that. I don't know, is it? I don't know. Maybe that's what I'm thinking about, where it's like really small head. I'm not really into that look. You can do it if you want, and there's all kinds of things you could do with that head, I'm sure. I like the one with the hat. That just looks great. It really looks great. Kudos to the designer. Again, we don't know who designed this figure. I wish I knew. I like to know the artists and give them credit. So that's him. It's pretty much, once you get him together, he'll fit into your collection in any 6-inch scale collection. Design wise, I don't know of any other toy line or kit line or figure line out there that has this Marvel Rivals video game design, you know, like the stylized jaggedness of his armor and stuff. But he will fit in, you know. You'll be able to tell he's a Moon Knight figure, especially if you leave that cape on. You know, that's Moon Knight. And he's got his ankhs on his knees. So I think that was one. These knee pads, I think, will pop off pretty easy. Let's see if we can get one off. Yeah. So again, there's a post, there's a spot, and they just friction fit on. Oh, and there goes the belt part. So I'm glad this is happening so you can see this. I put my finger on that piece that like pops it off. So stuff like that will happen. You know, these aren't for kids, little kids, I would say, because of the little pieces. And not just, you know, choking hazard wise, but you're going to lose those pieces if you're playing with it. I wouldn't say he's a toy. You know, he's a model kit made to be designed and then, or put together and then put on your shelf for display. An adult can handle it. In fact, the box says, what does the box say? It says, It says warning choking hazard right there. It says, I'm looking for an age. You guys can probably see it. Oh, 14 plus, you know? So these aren't for little kids, which is good. Give a little kid something else. Give them one of those. Give them a Star Wars figure. That's what little kids should have. Vintage Star Wars figures. Those are some customs that I'm working on. This is for more of an adult collector or a kid that can handle it. Put it together. Have fun. That's the most fun about it, is putting it together, in my opinion. I really like model kits. I really like model kits. Like, really. Emphasize really. And this one is just a really beautiful design. I'm really interested. I don't know if there's a Captain America one. It does not show extra, other figures or toys in the line or kits in the line on the box. And I'm not familiar with the video game or the lineup, the roster of the video game. If there's a Captain America, man, I would love to get my hands on that, because that's my guy. And then Moon Knight's number 2, 3, somewhere in there. Moon Knight, or Captain America, Luke Cage, Moon Knight. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to be, hopefully you'll be able to see this video. Wherever you're watching it is where you're seeing it. I'm going to post it to Instagram, and I'm going to try to post it to what you call your YouTube, on my YouTube channel. And then I've got a bunch of like glamour shots that I'm going to post on my Patreon. And you can find all those links below, whatever platform you're watching this on. Links in my bio, links below, all that stuff for my Patreon if you want to support the channel, the account, everything I do. I also do illustration. Look at this. I drew a Pokemon card. Get that out of here. Yeah, so thank you, Blokees, for sending this out. Thank you to, I won't say his name, but my connection at Blokees has been really nice and patient while I've been dealing with some, what you call your technical difficulties. Look at that. He's just a really chunky, and he's very light because he's hollow, because he's a kit. That's about it. That's about all I got. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys go out and grab 17 of these. And look at him. He's just going to stare at you as you walk away or turn your thing off. All right, let's get a what you call your shot for thumbnail. Let's get a excuse me. Let's get a thumbnail shot. Ready? Is that it? Maybe that's it. Is that it? Maybe that's it. Ooh, look at that. Here, let's do one more like this. Check this out. I was doing this with the shots that I was getting the other day. You do that with that light in the background, and it's like the moon, right? Or if we move them up here, and we just get them from waist up. Woo-wee! All right, see y'all. Adios. Wait, not yet. Let's get one more. Look at that. Oh, here we go. Okay. Nice. All right. You guys go out there and help somebody. Be nice to somebody. Give somebody a hug, but ask them first. Do something better. Leave the place better than you found it. Let's do this. All right. Glamour shot. Boom. See ya.